What's up, friends and foes? Welcome to Let's Get Nerdy. My name is Corey.
My name is Wyatt.
And today we are revisiting familiar territory in a brand new way with a new series we call Elevator Pitch. Wyatt, let them know what's going on.
So Elevator Pitch is a series where we have 3 minutes to try to pitch an idea for an upcoming show or movie that we don't know much about. And the familiar territory is going to be back to Godzilla, where we started the whole YouTube channel.
The whole thing. Yeah, correct. Because in November, what's coming out?
Godzilla -1. Is
minus zero. -1 was the one that's already out.
I fucking knew that.
-0 is coming out in November, and we actually have not gotten a lot of details about it yet, other than literally they've just said it will have 2 monsters, which is cool. And we got one poster where it has some soft blue lights, so people are considering either Ghidorah or Mothra. I kind of hope, hot take, I kind of hope it's not one of those two.
Yeah, same.
But that's neither here nor there. Yeah. So yeah, like Wyatt said, we both get 3 minutes to make our pitch. Now, depending on the movie that we're doing this for, because we're hopefully going to do more of these, this can either be like us trying to guess what the plot is or pitching what we think the best plot could be for this movie. You know, it's going to be up to the individual author, and then afterwards we may even debate who had the better pitch, who had the better ideas, because sometimes that could be 2 different answers. So with that, Wyatt, in classic Go Godzilla fashion, to figure out who's going first, how do you want to do this?
It's definitely got to be a rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors, the most scientifically accurate method to see who's most correct.
I think I still have the record.
You do. Point. You easily do. All right, ready. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. You go first. So
nice.
All right.
Well, I'll apologize ahead of time. My brain's not working, and it's been a long day, but we're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through this.
Let me get my timer pulled up. Do I have a timer?
I don't know if you have a timer.
And now with that, we are starting off Wyatt's turn to make his pitch. Yes. So with that, Wyatt, in 3, 2, 1, go.
We're live. Okay. So, Godzilla -0. I think that it's going to be Ghidorah, personally.
Okay.
That's my whole speech. Thanks for coming to my TED. No. Why do I think that? I think because -0, monster 0. So we're throwing the 0 out there. But on top of that, the poster that we got, which didn't give away a lot, there was some gold and some blue. So the gold makes me think Ghidorah's, lightning, if you will. I think, Ghidorah is obviously Godzilla's most prominent antagonist, so I could see that being a very easy one to pull from. That's his most popular rival. But do I think it should be Ghidorah, or King Ghidorah? Not really. Not really, no. I kind of hope it's not, in fact, because I think we should build up to that. We should wait for that, especially with this more grounded take on Godzilla. How am I doing on time?
You got 2 minutes.
Oh my god! I have so much time left. Okay. So what do I think? What do I want it to be, I guess, rather? I kind of want it to be Ghidorah, the smog monster.
Okay.
Because... For one, I think there was an article about that being a possibility that may have influenced my thoughts. Beside that point, I just think that would be cool, because Ghidorah has not had any kind of love or anything since his one singular appearance, and I think he had a small appearance in Final Wars.
Yeah, and I think that may have even... yeah, but yes, correct, yeah. Sorry.
And I just think that would kind of bring it to, the more grounded horror aspect that they've kind of set that they've set the tone for with Godzilla -1. And did I fuck that? No, I didn't. So I think if we continued that grounded theme rolling with these movies, I think that would be really cool. And Ghidorah, I think, is an easy way to get some horror into the series. You could really go for some body horror or just some spooky imagery and environmental stuff.
Yeah.
And it's not jumping right to aliens or something, like Ghidorah or Gigan would be. But I also think if it wasn't Ghidorah, my next pick, which might surprise you, I think Anguirus would be cool.
Okay. It's
A callback to Godzilla raids again. But also, I just like Anguirus. I know we shit on him a lot in Go Go Godzilla over the period of the movies, but I think he deserves another chance.
yeah. He had heart.
He
Yeah.
got heart. He doesn't. He doesn't always just give up. Sometimes he does,
Uh,
and that's it. So, Hidora.
boom. All right, and that was Wyatt's elevator pitch. So
We got there.
I agree. Yeah, no, I actually do agree with a lot of things you said there in terms of the like maybe choosing from a more interesting monster like Hedorah or even Anguirus, somebody we haven't seen since Final Wars. So yeah, a weird like a different modern interpretation of Anguirus would be interesting. I will say if talking about Ghidorah, because you kind of indicated like you didn't want to immediately jump to like space and aliens. I will argue GMK has set the precedence that Godzilla or Ghidorah doesn't necessarily need to be an alien to be
true.
done well.
Yeah,
Because I
that's
think
true.
like visually that version of the character wasn't the most compelling looking. He was, stubby and all that.
Yeah.
But I think the story behind him, where he, being a legend and all that,
Yeah.
was an interesting take. So,
That's
but
cool.
yeah, I do quite like your pitch,
Well, thank you.
and
I rehearsed it tirelessly.
all right now. Now it is my turn to do my pitch, Wyatt. So let me know when I'm good.
All right. So, no pressure. Your pitch begins in 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so my pitch for Godzilla Minus Zero
Okay.
will not only act as a direct sequel to Godzilla Minus One, but in a way a spiritual sequel to Toho's first release in the current Rahway era, known as Shin Godzilla. Do you remember one of the last images of Godzilla in that movie?
Vaguely, yes.
Like the tail and the things that were
yeah,
starting
okay,
to sprout
yeah,
off
yeah,
of
yeah,
it?
yeah, yeah.
Keep that in mind.
Okay.
So the film picks up right after Godzilla Minus One ends. Noriko, Koichi, and Akiko have reunited at home, ready to begin their life as a family. Noriko seems to have no lingering effects from the attack in Ginza, save for the mark we saw at the end of Minus One. As we get moments of the family together, dinners laughing with the Sumiko, the neighbor, and the boat crew, even celebrations of the citizens' bravery for protecting and standing up for Japan. Uh, huh? Oh, so yeah. Sorry. So, in the vein of the celebration of the,
Yeah.
my note here was saying, in the vein of the celebration and the tributes to '70s film, we could even do just a straight up throne room scene to kick this movie off from A New Hope.
Yeah,
with
okay.
Luke's killer yellow jacket.
Yeah.
However, while this is all happening, Noriko shows signs of something that is still plaguing her. Literally. At first, it's small things like shortness of breath when she's playing with Akiko, feeling faint after doing some housework, and the black mark is still ever present. These scenes, of course, are paired with hints and quick shots of Godzilla as he continues to recover from the previous attacks. Something about him this time, though, seems gnarlier, even nastier. Eventually, there are reports of fishing boats gone missing and whispers of sightings of the creature living among the islands. Koichi begins to catch winds of these rumors. While he may have put his war behind him, the fear of it coming back is always there. As this fear begins to creep towards the front of his very thoughts, Noriko collapses, vomiting some kind of black, oily slime. Koichi rushes Noriko to the very hospital that they had left at the end of Minus One. Where am I? How much time I got?
30 seconds.
Oh fuck! Really?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the idea is that they're all a bunch of the people have the same black mark. They're quarantined in the hospital. Something happens. They all bind together to make that a creature that looks like Hedorah.
50.
Hedorah.
Oh!
But like
Okay.
that looks like the Shin Godzilla tail
Yeah.
at the end,
Oh.
and that's who Godzilla fights.
That's sick.
So that's my idea. And
5
it's
seconds.
all kinds of toxic, black, and acidic, and it's very much
1
body
second.
horror.
You're done.
So much more time. When you're like, you got 30 seconds, I was like, oh,
Well, the last time I looked down, you had like 2 minutes, and I looked back down, and it was like 31,
Shit.
30.
Okay. So that's my pitch. Is the same thing as yours, but like
Very well thought out, though.
yes,
I liked it. I love it. Lead into the horror of it.
yeah.
That's awesome. And the heartbreak.
The heartbreak.
Characters, yeah.
Yes. The one actually I will say this. The one bit of criticism I will give myself in this
Yeah.
plot is it you could definitely argue, you know the term fridging?
No.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Okay, so back in the 90s, Kyle Rayner, my favorite Green Lantern, he had a girlfriend named Alex. She was a character that was very not developed, like a very thin character.
Oh, yeah.
And she ended up getting killed by one of Kyle Rayner's like early villains and literally cut up and shoved into a fridge. And that's how Kyle Rayner was discovered. So the term fridging is for like a romantic counterpart that is literally there just to die. And so
Okay.
I do think, yes, going through all the emotional pain of -1 only to kill Noriko again would fridge her, but I do think it is a compelling way to get to
Yeah.
Hedora.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty metal idea.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see why you would say the like you would have a fear of it being called fridging,
Yes.
which I've never heard that term before, but
Okay.
I will be stealing it.
It's technically been around since the 90s, but it's become like a more recent, like I've heard it used more lately than I ever have before. But
Okay. I like it though.
so yeah,
I like it.
that's my pitch.
Solid. So we're of the same mind.
We are. That's very interesting. I think that becomes from the director when talking about -1, he indicated that Godzilla vs. the Smog Monster is actually among his favorite.
Yeah.
And has I think expressed interest in using him. I don't know if he's ever actually said that, but I think he's just said it's his favorite. So that's kind of why I think.
I don't know. I think there was some hint or indication that he wanted to, in some capacity, use Hedora. And again, I could just be making false memories in my head, I guess, you know, or have misread something. But I feel like I read that somewhere.
Yeah.
So
So you know, who knows? I like if I'm being honest, I do kind of doubt that's the direction they go in.
yeah, I doubt it. I really do.
But
What I kind of mentioned this, and I don't know if this kind of cuts off of our pitching idea, but like, I don't want it to be King Ghidorah, and I don't want it to be Mothra.
yeah, I don't think it's going to be Mothra simply because Mothra was just using Godzilla X Kong.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised if she's in Supernova.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely don't I doubt it would be Mothra like so soon.
And that's not coming from a place of like disdain for Mothra. I love Mothra, but I just don't want that to be like that's our I don't know. I just don't want Mothra as like a villain or an antagonist for Godzilla in this.
Right. And I actually
Not
do.
a villain, but
I would say I do think if it is Mothra, she would be I think she would actually be the protagonist.
yeah, I agree.
But like, and even with Ghidra, the reason I would doubt it was Ghidra because we also just kind of like not. It's almost over 5 years ago now, but we did just kind of get him in King of the Monsters. So I don't know if they'd feel that's retreading like so much in the same era. I don't know. I really don't know the monster they're going to use. I guess it would be really cool if they use Hedora. And now that we're talking through it, I wouldn't be fully surprised. Obviously, that since it's something we both mentioned. And to be clear, we did not talk about our pitches before we were filming at all. We were not even talking about Godzilla until we started the video.
Sorry, reading comic books before this.
Yeah. So with that, Wyatt, let's have a discussion. Who had the better pitch and who had the better idea?
I think your idea was better.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have much of an idea. I had a thin synopsis of what, not even a synopsis, a thin ideal of what I wanted to see.
I had mad scribblings that I typed out at 1 in the morning last night.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't have much of a straw in that fight.
That's fair. But I still enjoyed your pitch and I still enjoyed your ideas. Not to,
Thank you.
You know, you don't need to sink one ship to raise another.
You know what? I didn't get to play my ace though, and that is that I really. This is purely just to give you shit.
Okay.
I really think it should be the sea monster.
Fair enough.
I mean, obviously. Everyone
All right.
is a sea monster.
Fair enough. Well, you know what? I'm getting my sea monster in the form of Space Godzilla and Supernova. So I think you can have your sea monster in -0. I think that would only be fair. I
Please don't encourage me.
I will say this: I'm actually glad I hit the 3 minute mark because like when I was typing this out, I was like, I really don't have any ideas for Godzilla specifically.
Yeah.
Like if you like the one note I had for Godzilla was like, I'm just gonna throw this in so I mentioned Godzilla in my pitch. But with that, those are I guess so that's our first episode of Elevator Pitch. Comment down below if you have your own pitch for Godzilla -0. Comment down below who you think had the better pitch. And then I guess comment down below what else you would like to see us do an elevator pitch for. We got Supernova. We're most likely going to do one for.
I have a fun idea for that one. Sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
We will continue that in another video.
Yeah.
We also got Brand New Day this year, Supergirl. That one we pretty much know what the plot's going to be. We also got Doomsday coming out at the end of the year. So plenty of things for us to wax poetic about and make poor guesses about what's going to happen.
It's going to be great.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of fun. We hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe if you did. And if you didn't, to be ironic, still like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You won't.
Yeah.
Do it.
All right. We got to get back nerding out about Godzilla C4.
It's really good.
It's Go-Go Godzilla juice, quite literally.
Yeah. Hey, go watch Go-Go Godzilla. Okay, we should.
If you want to see us talk about Godzilla way more, we have like 30 of the videos that nobody else has seen. So you'd be among a very
exclusive people have seen them.
We've gotten up to like 17 views on one episode. So we're
basically like
Mr. Beast.
Ready for our diamond play button.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you for watching. You have a good rest of your day. We got to get back to nerding out about Godzilla.
Yes.